get nothing. You get nothing and you like it. Did it? Oh, gotta move this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Side Quest. I am Lord Magog, leader of the Wicked Guild, and I am joined by my two wicked cohorts, the pirate lady, nameless thief, and Pentagast, the plane. What was that being noise? Is that accurate? Can I call you Pentagast the plane?
Does that mean I'm flat?
Yes. It's very similar to flat. It's very similar. Yeah.
I mean,
very, very similar.
I suppose there seemed to be crystal reverberations that were affecting things there for a moment, but all seems to be better now.
Yes, that happened on Thief's end. She obviously is on some sort of movable object.
Don't tap the crystal repeatedly. It doesn't help.
Yes. And don't place the crystal in uncrystally places. Alright? You might lose signal temporarily.
Uncrystally places, so like it has to be surrounded by crystals?
No,
crystalline
it's
objects?
just places not meant for crystals to go. Right?
So like the bottom of the ocean?
Bottom of the ocean's a good example.
Perhaps like the bottom of a cave?
Bottom of a cave, you might lose signal, yes.
Perhaps the bottom of a dungeon?
Bottom of a dungeon, not good for crystals, no. Not
the inside of your bottom?
Yes, the inside the anus is a bad place for the magic crystals.
That is technically also a cave.
Ha! Ha! No, it isn't. What sort of asses have you been in?
Gaping ones, apparently.
I don't...
Large, echoing, cavernous anuses.
I cracked myself up.
It was really
that was me. I made myself laugh. It doesn't count if I do it to myself.
No, it does. It does all the time. We've established this. I do it to myself all the time. I literally do it to myself all the time. So it applies to you as well.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Just
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Just accept it. Just accept it. As usual, all donations through Streamlabs, Super Chats, and CASHAPP are appreciated, as it keeps our treasury filled so we can continue to entertain you week after week. Please keep in mind, if you donate to the CASHAPP, put your screen name in the message itself, because I won't read anything that looks like a real name. Speaking of CASHAPP, we got a donation from Octane Junkie just before the show started of 100 Cygnas, and he said an attack for Pentagast and Magog with Poe. So multiple activations like he is apt to do on many occasions. Octane Junkie, thank you for the donation. And we shall... Please don't forget, Pentagast, that you have a betrayal.
Yeah, no, that's what I have questions. An attack from Magog with Poe. Pentagast and Magog with Poe. Now, does that mean we both have to attack with Poe? I don't like working with that bird.
You'll learn to love it. Because if you don't, I'll fuck you up.
I
didn't
seriously.
Realize he was listening already. I thought he was still having his nap.
Yes.
It happens.
Okay. I never mind. Never mind. You attack with the bird. I'm not.
I will make your cavernous, gaping butthole bloody.
That's a hard feat. That's a really hard feat.
Okay.
I have really hard feet.
No.
One might say,
no,
hard.
Just the visions of little scratchy bird tracks. No.
So anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yes, our rewards. For those wondering and didn't watch last time, Arcturus is currently on holiday. We kind of made sure that he was kidnapped and sent to the rebel lords of the north So he is currently a prisoner of the Lord of Banbannock, Gregor Bannock the Third. And that got us an in. You know, we wanted to gain the favor of the Northern Lords, because if they are actually successful at overthrowing the Queen of Sarthos, we will have, like, instant entry into the courts of Sarthos, whilst simultaneously getting rid of Arcturus's political powers within the kingdom. And that benefits the Wicked Guild far more than having him currently in power beholden to that crazy bitch. So let's hope the rebel lords win.
How so?
Huh?
Did you say how is Stove?
No. How so? How does not having him in a position of power benefit us better than...
I'll tell you.
Not having him than having him.
I'll tell you how, and that is because even though he is in a high position of power, he has done little to nothing to perpetuate the wealth and success of the Wicked Guild. He's really selfish and greedy, and he doesn't share.
So what I'm hearing is that in order to best motivate Arcturus, we have to strip him of all of his worth in order to properly incentivize him to partake in our shenanigans. I like what you're thinking.
I mean, come on, that's why I said we should take all of his summer homes weeks ago.
Yes, but he keeps...
One person plays fourth dimensional chess and the others are still on 2.
Yep, that's very true. Pendergast makes a valid point. Perhaps we should discuss selling his properties while he is imprisoned. We could sell them all because little does he know, one of the documents he signed while becoming a member of the Wicked Guild was the ability for me to act as his proxy should he ever go missing or is found dead.
Or is imprisoned.
Ever go missing can include imprisonment in an unknown location.
But don't we know?
No, we assume it's somewhere in Banbannock, but we could be wrong.
Ah, yes, indeed. You know what they say about assuming things.
Yes, you'll make an ass out of Yuma.
Yep.
Which is a horrible person if you've ever met Yuma. Yeah. Anyway.
So if we're going to sell the summer homes, I think that we need to consult some sort of tax accountant person so that we can avoid all of that nonsense.
Yes, and you can speak to my numbers man. Actually, right now. Do you mind filling them in, please?
Yeah, okay, so here's the ticket. The best way to avoid any kind of hefty taxation on property and or goods in the Kingdom of Sarthos is to kill and eat the tax man when he comes around. Like, you have to eat him, too, like to absorb his power.
I don't know if that's brilliant or so confounded it's stupid.
My CP, everyone.
This explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, maybe it explains why I live in a shack in the Witchmoor.
That was the obvious point. I was not skipping.
Also, fair notice, he has been my accountant for some time, and I have yet to taste a tax man that was disgusting. They're actually tastier than you think. Especially the liver with fava beans.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
What? They're good. It's good with fava beans.
I'm agreeing with you.
Know that you are a cannibal as well as.
If they're not
tax
collectors aren't people.
Yeah, thank you, Pentagast. I was about to say cannibal is a stretch. All right.
Yeah, that's a bit too far.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm sorry. Long pig.
Yeah, it's a good one as well. That's not bad. So anyway,
I was agreeing about the deliciousness of the tax collectors. I mean, who hasn't eaten a tax collector at least twice?
Yeah. Thank the gods that Lord Gregor Bannock is is quite fond of tax collecting Long Pig as well, especially with his rebellion against the Queen. But thank the gods, Arcturus is not in any way has he ever acted as a representative of the taxation guilds of Sarthos or the treasury of the Queen. Because if Gregor Bannock finds out that Arcturus has ever even once been a taxman, then we may have to find a new co-host for side quests.
Those are difficult to come by these days.
It's a slim market out there for wicked, villainous people to do a stupid show every Tuesday.
Indeed. I think I need to start offing a couple of people's parents to create adequately traumatized children that will eventually grow up to be SideQuest co-hosts.
Or at the very least, worshippers of the guild itself, so wicked Magogonites would be nice, at least. Cultivate a few of those, get into their minds when they're young and can be easily corrupted.
The only cult of personality this show is cultivating. See what I did there?
Yes, very, very. Shut up.
Are my loyal thievens.
Okay, thievens is wrong. All right, that's not a good name.
Thievens?
That's
great.
That's not a good name.
Thievens.
Like I have a good name.
Thievens?
I have a good name for minions and followers to go by. Magogonite sounds awesome. Thievens, that sounds stupid. That sounds like those little spirits that Scientologists believe attached to their spinal cords and into their anuses.
Okay, alright, but it's a play on words. See, it is the combination of the word thief and the word heathens.
It's hard to say. Even Pentagast has a pretty good name for followers or concubines. You could call them pentagirls.
No.
Pentagirls.
Yes. I tried to start pentatology once. It didn't work well. Right?
Pentatology.
I like that. Pentatology. Are you a believer in pentatology?
Well, people were like, I was like, here, you need to hold these 2 metal rods. And they're like, no, I'm not doing that. They look strange. And I was like, trust me, they're not connected to anything that could kill you.
Yes.
And, yeah.
But what he didn't know was he was literally just holding 2 mushrooms. And people were like, what metal rods? Like, that's Pentagast 101 right there. Just assume everything he's trying to hand you is a mushroom.
What about Pentamob?
They were steel mushrooms.
Are you a member of the Pentamob? That's not bad. Pentamob. I like that one.
Yeah. That could be. No.
Are you a member of the Pentamob? We're going to the Pentagog to enjoy our Penta jobs.
Do you think if Pentagast was from the Greek islands in the Earth realm, he would be called Pentagasticles?
Possibly.
I'm not laughing at that.
I'm gonna call you Pentagasticles at least once, sometime this year. Pentagasticles.
I don't like it. There's just something wrong with it.
It's not clever enough. Not like Thievens.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't even.
It's just you literally have no name. So you're just the nameless thief, and you're trying to create something that it can be simplified. If there are followers of the nameless thief, why can't you just call them the nameless?
Or the nobodies.
The nobodies. Nobodies following the nameless thief.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I like it. So we all, we have Pentagasticles has followers called, what did we say? Pentamob?
Sure.
Pentamob. The Pentamob, the Magogonites, and the Nobodies.
And don't forget the podophiles.
Yes.
There's also the podophiles, yes.
What would if Ark had a group of followers, what would they be?
The Arcturians.
No.
No, that's too good a name.
It was too good. It was too good.
Too good. It's not so much good as it is just too good for the likes of him. You know,
So
he doesn't deserve such a cool name.
So I got negative points because it was too good for him? Is that what you're telling me?
You gotta
you
lower
shouldn't
the
come
bar significantly.
Entirely. Just, no.
On the floor. Below
Don't give
the
him
earth.
anything good. He'll try to lord it over you. That's what he does.
This is a man with an ego the size of a Morris scar. You need to knock him down a peg.
I've got it. The floofers.
The floofers. Because
Yes.
of the neck floof?
Yes.
Yes.
The floofers.
The
Okay.
followers of Floof and his floofness. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Possibly. I don't know. You can't just expect brilliance the moment he asked me a question.
Floofers isn't bad, you know. We could have like an alternative depending on the regional dialects. Some people might pronounce it fluffers.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean exactly?
Oh, you're too young. No. You're too you're
You could also go
innocent.
another route. They could be, like the floofies. So someone could be like, "Hey, take these floofies from me." It could be something like that. I don't know.
That they believe in like the coming of the floof apocalypse.
Yes. Yes.
The day when there won't be any more neck floofs and it's no longer the height of fashion. It's
When
considered
their necks have to be bared nakedly to the rest of the world.
right?
Oddly enough, this is what pentatology was about. It was about, removing the floof from existence.
I like the idea that your entire cult of personality arose in response and, in fact, in oppression of the floofers. This is good lore. This is good.
But no,
Good exposition.
It's very simple. I was
Fluffers.
introduced yes, fluffers. But I was introduced to Arcturus. I met him, and then found out not only was he annoying, but he was also Sarthosian. I needed more reason to hate him.
That's
like
two
that's a double
strikes
negative.
right there. That's 2 strikes right there.
I'm not waiting for the third one.
The third one was probably
His hats.
yeah, he
His
does
face.
have a
His
collect.
unbearable accent.
It could be that. Perhaps his impossibly demure, twisty mustache that nobody else can pull off.
Very demure.
What?
Classy.
That's a
I'm not-
word. It's a real word.
I am neither confirming nor denying if that might have been the third strike.
Fluffers.
Yes. The more I hear it, the more I like fluffers better than I did floofers. I think it's a great name.
I agree.
I also agree that since he's not here to argue against it, it's going to stick now.
Yeah.
What happens when you get carted off to prison? You miss out on naming your fan base.
That's right. Oh, Poe wants to speak. There's the attack. I was wondering what was happening. Here we go. All right, lay it on us.
You need to understand how important fluffers are to this world. You people have been laughing and giggling, but you need to understand I am a proponent of fluffers. Fluffers are important. Shut up, Pendergast. It's a job. It's a real job. It's a real important. It's really fucking important. Yeah, we gotta have more fluffers in this world. I need to hear you say how fluffers are important. You need to say it now, or you're gonna take damage. Fluffers rule.
Nope, I'm taking that damage. I'm not getting caught on live saying that. Nope.
Just kill me already. Oh, that's good. Indeed, Fluffer's rule. There. Still gives me damage anyway. I feel I deserve it.
Oh boy.
That's a good time to activate my attack.
Oh, good. It's time for a break.
Ooh,
Oh my.
the hat came off and everything. Huh. It's been a while since I've seen Pentagast die like that. Welcome everyone to the show. Real quick before I even fucking forget, because sometimes I do, I'm an asshole, I know. Brad Young gave 10 signas to say Pendant of Praise for the thief. We shall give her that Pendant of Praise upon her return. I'm glad to see everyone is out. I don't know when Arcturus will return, but when he does, I'm sure he'll be glad to know that his audaciously fanatical followers will be forever henceforth known as fluffers. I will also be sure to iterate that it was a choice between Arcturians and fluffers. And the fact that the superior choice, fluffers, was chosen will bring him great joy, I'm sure. I think he will praise us, despite his time in prison. I think he will praise us for the choice. And I hope you all, who are followers of the floofy fluff religion and the prophet Arcturus the floof, shall enjoy your new nom de plume in this world. And I hope that you all make a fairly decent living as fluffers. Honestly, I think there's probably decent money in fluffing. I don't know that much about fluffers, but I think I've heard it before spoken in whispered dark corners of taverns and brothels, and I really do believe that there's some serious, it's an untapped market, really. The world needs more fluffers, so get out there and do the fluffing. Anyway, return to life. I just, public announcement endeth here. Public service announcement endeth here.
I think I'd like to disagree with your sentiment from earlier. I think that the World of Fluffers is a fully tapped market.
I don't think so. I think more people need to go to their universities and sit down with their career counselors. What? Shut up. I'm doing the thing.
I got my bachelor's in fluffology. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We need more people to sit down, seriously, eye to eye, with their university counselors and just tell them, I know that there's all sorts of degrees and diplomas I could seek, but I really want to be a fluffer. Just it's either that or gender studies. One of the two. See the gender studies fluffer, gender studies fluffer, gender studies fluffer.
Yes, indeed.
I actually feel like one has a real world practical application over the other.
Yeah, and one of them's a made up career path.
Aren't
What?
all career paths technically made up?
We're not going there. We're not getting deep and philosophical into the career paths of the logistics and the realism of career paths, especially fluffing.
Aren't all things, words included especially, just made up?
I do think that fluffers also can't find work if they're allergic to nuts.
Or sausage.
Shut up.
Why are you trying to kill me? Why?
If you have a nut allergy, I don't know how it ties to Arcturus and his religion of peace.
Because Arcturus, being one of the bourgeois, get it? He's like of the upper crusties. All right, he only drinks Those milk derived from things that don't have nipples, clearly. So nut milk is included in that.
Yeah. I mean,
And it just got, now it's gone weird.
yeah.
Okay,
Now,
I was with
Now,
you until now.
now it's going weird.
now it's
Now.
got weird. No.
Because we're discussing nut milk, okay?
Yeah.
We were talking about fluffing and how important it was. Now we're on to allergies and nuts, and I don't like it.
Yes, we just.
It's
I'm
just
just.
a step too far.
We'll move on. We'll move on. I just want to say that, according to the thief, and this is probably some sort of research can be done to verify it, but as long as you don't have an allergy to nut milk, you can be a fluffer.
Yeah, probably. I would think.
Right.
There. That's it for purposes. What kind of milk mustaches do they fluffers end up with?
So anyway,
You know,
we have a donation for the next 6 minutes in the amount of 2 seekers that I would like to get through, please and thank you. Good day, side questers. I bought a shiny new knife the other day and was reminded how amazingly cool weapons are. Few things are cooler than an arsenal of sweet steel. Spelled steel wrong.
How do you spell steel wrong?
He spelled it Steal.
Well, it's still legitimate.
No?
Yeah, stealing's fun. So is steel. Steel and steel. I'll give it to him. A for effort. A for effort.
Yes.
Knives are cool. Swords are big knives, which are also cool. Cool things are awesome.
Not as useful in the kitchen, though.
I just wish they'd invent a kitchen knife that doesn't whisper things to you when you hold it.
Having trouble with the cutlery again, Magog?
Huh? What? You're still here?
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not
Pendant
going
of Praise.
anywhere for the next-
At least half an hour. But you have a Pendant of Praise, so you may
Yes.
choose who you wish to praise you.
Oh, well, thank you, Magog, for the future compliment that you will be paying me in the next 5 seconds.
Ah, for fuck's sake. All right. Thief. I've always liked that in many ways you're even more intelligent than me. I especially like how much knowledge of the inner workings of allergic reactions among fluffers that you seem to have. And I'm glad that you were able to put out such important information to those who might be allergic to nut milk, because they might have become fluffers and not known that. And I have to praise you for warning people of that deadly allergy and how important it is. You're a treasure. You really are. When I praised you, the spell only lasts a few minutes, so...
Does that mean you have to keep praising me for the next couple of minutes until it comes back?
No, we're done.
We're done?
We're done.
It's over?
We're done.
It ain't ogre till it's ogre.
I mean, part of it was kind of an underhanded insult, but not really. I was complimenting you, but I also did call you a treasure, and I meant it.
Aww.
Yes.
Is it because I have treasure?
Possibly.
I'll take it.
More than one treasure, actually. You have multiple treasures that I understand you've buried in certain locations you have yet to reveal to the Wicked Guild. Don't know why. Perhaps as I understand it, the thief has buried multiple treasures on many undiscovered islands throughout the brine. In the event of our retirement, she has promised us to that's our retirement savings, essentially. So it's a good on you for running our retirement program here at the Wicked Guild.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what I'm doing with all that treasure.
Yes, I cannot wait to reach sufficient age and then hit that safety net that you've built up for us.
Yeah, there's totally treasure buried somewhere where you're going to get it at some point in the future. Distantly.
I am glad to hear it. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I never had any doubt in her ability to plan for the future and make sure that our lives will be an enjoyable end. Yes.
speaking of treasure, does anybody want to share what gifts the Lords of the North gave to us for delivering Arcturus to them as collateral for political power and future gains should they seize the throne?
You go first.
Me,
I insist.
why aren't you going first? Why does it always have to be me?
Because age before beauty.
I am beautiful. I what? You don't laugh when someone is fishing for compliments. You don't laugh. You don't laugh.
Sorry, yes, you're gorgeous. The
All right, fine.
makeup on your face really brings out the deadness of your eyes.
I don't have a pendant of praise, but I do have this from one of the Lords of the North, who picked it up in his trading days out in the deserts of Arcturus. He says it pours gravy, but it also occasionally has a strange voice coming from inside of it. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Have you tried rubbing it?
Why would I rub it?
Rubbing one out?
Why would I rub it? I'm not a fluffer. Why would I rub it?
If he rubs it, he'll spill the gravy. It's not.
Yeah. The point of this is to not spill the gravy. Why would I rub it?
Yeah.
Just, maybe to polish it a little bit.
Does it look like it needs polishing? It is in immaculate condition.
Well, I noticed a little bit of tarnish on the side there.
There is not a little bit of tarnish. There's none.
Just look at it.
None to be found. None. There is none to be found.
Just look. Just look. Also, you have dead eyeballs, so I don't know that I trust your vision.
I can see perfectly well. There is nothing I can't see in the immediate vicinity.
How many fingers am I holding up?
17. What?
All right, now how many?
19. I have, of course, counting how many fingers you've held up in every conceivable timeline from this moment forward that I can.
Gotcha.
It gets a little strange when we're talking about the multiverse.
Yep, totally.
Not gonna lie.
Wait, we have a multiverse?
Every universe has a. Of course, we have a multiverse. Have you learned nothing from Marvel?
I stopped watching after Endgame.
We all did. We all did.
I mean, that's when they all went off to retirement, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, I was going to say my gift. I can't really share it with anyone. I asked for a very, very specific gift. I asked for the great moon cap of the north. It is a very, very strange mushroom. It only grows in the light of Una and Dina, the moons, and it only grows on magical ley lines. So it's got quite a punch to it. And they harvested me one. They brought it to me. And then I cooked and ate it.
Of course you did, yes. Now, did you at least, when you gained possession of this incredibly rare alchemical ingredient, the moonshroom of the north, the northern cap,
Yes.
when you gained possession of it, did you at the very least, knowing you would consume it without making it into an extremely powerful and potent poultice that could potentially reverse aging, did you at least sprinkle it upon some sort of crusted meat pie or something with perhaps a side of steak and sauteed it?
I had it with my last fillet of tax collector, actually.
Not bad, not bad. I'll give it to you.
It seemed like they would be the perfect, garnish to go with it. It really set the whole plate, really. set
Right.
it off, and
Little-
and it was mouth-wateringly delicious just looking at it.
Yes, tax collector liver, a little bit of northern cap, some fava beans.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Rounded off with
Right.
a little bit of gravy, and
Yeah, yeah.
perhaps a nice Chianti.
Yes. Well,
I don't
substituted the Chianti, of course, but
Fair enough.
this tastes better.
I don't believe for 1 second that Magog's ever tasted one single fava bean.
You don't even know what a fava bean is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you do?
Yes, of course I do.
What is it?
It's a bean.
Of course, she doesn't know what a fava bean is.
What does a fava bean
She's an
taste
orphan.
like?
She's an orphan.
Not
I may be an
fava bean.
orphan.
Fava.
What?
That was one of your worst jokes.
That was-
That was really bad. Father bean. What?
Oh, yes, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, he was in his head. It was the English accent. That's from the Earth realm, the Kingdom of Uck.
Yeah, I've been looking
Father.
into that quite a bit.
Oi,
Yeah.
of course I know my father. Of course I know my
can't-
father bean.
Yeah, I can't do that, but yes. That's it, it gets stuck in the brain, and then I hear it, and yeah. So,
You're right, fucking twat. I like
don't-
it. I like it when they say, "You fucking what, mate?" I love that one. That's my favorite. That's the national of the Kingdom of Uck. That's the national catchphrase. It's on their. It's like under their coat of arms for the kingdom. Like it's under their flag. It's like you see the flag, and then written in small print, it says, "You fucking what, mate?"
yeah. Yeah,
That's
pretty
well
sure
known.
that's
It's well known.
yes.
Good.
Anyway,
But yeah, that was the bulk of what I asked for, and I think they gave me like 15 signas or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
yes, it's funny that Lord Alcord offered me this lamp from the Kingdom of Akakesh, or he told me I could choose from among his 10 most beautiful servants, one of which he promised was the greatest woman he's ever known in bed, and would love me and cherish me and also marry me and become my wife, legally binding wife of a necromancer from the Dreadmore, or Witchmore, sorry. I'm so used to saying Dreadmore. It's a thing. And I chose the lamp. Yeah. I chose the lamp. No bitch is gonna hold me down. Also, she screamed when she saw me.
Yeah.
Don't
In
they
ecstasy.
Don't they all do that?
She screamed in ecstasy.
Of course.
And I thought she was a bit too needy because of it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
Are-
negative trait, I would say.
Do you have the luxury of being picky and choosy about your women, Magog, though?
What women? Stop just staring. It's creepy. You're like, the crystal just stayed on you, and you were like, for like 2 minutes. It was so long. So
You were
long.
just feeling uncomfortable, that's all.
You know, I'm uncomfortable with your outfit. It's like a weird Alice in Wonderland thing. Like, why are you blue and white? Like,
Why aren't you blue and white? Didn't you get the memo?
you look
Didn't
like
either of you get the memo?
you look like a Scottish harlot.
I don't want to be a Smurf. Who would want to be that?
None of you knows fashion. I almost miss Arcturus because he would appreciate this outfit.
Yes.
You don't have enough stripes, and there's not enough neck floof.
By the
would
way-
ridicule you ceaselessly.
Ceaseless ridicule. That'd be true. Until his crystal cut out. Director Arcturus in the chat. If you remember him, he is the Earth realm equivalent of Arcturus. And he is saying that I am clearly pining to move on to the Dreadmore. And it is true. I've had dreams of moving to the Dreadmoor. Mostly because it's a cooler name than the Witchmoor. We have a lot of moors here in Moorscar.
That and, I mean...
Oh, really? In Moorscar? Of all places.
You wouldn't think it with the name Moorscar. You know, being named for the Morsk clan of Volgoth that conquered this region and forged their own kingdom when they couldn't go back home. But yeah, we also have a lot of moors here.
Now, is it spelled M-O-R or M-O-R-E?
What?
Spelling.
Spell what?
More.
You don't know how to spell Moorscar?
No,
After
more.
all these years.
More.
M-O-O-R.
Oh, wouldn't it be more?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. More.
More? No, you're saying more.
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 How about less? What about that?
Always
What's wrong
the
with you people?
always the contrarian.
I don't understand. You're just more. What is going on? We're supposed to be discussing what we got from Bad Bannock, and we're this is where we're at now. I told you about my the moon cap, and how delicious my meal was. Why can't you just stay on task for 5 seconds? I'm sorry. Maybe. No, not really.
No, continue yelling at me. This is funny.
No. I've run out of things to yell at you about. Everything from this point on will just be pointless gibberish. So.
Not the only woman who just kept saying more and more and more at me.
They're so needy. That's what I'm getting.
needy.
I mean, why? Does this not explain why you're so picky? I mean, that's why I'm so picky.
I never understood the last one. It's like, come on. She just kept saying more and more. And I was like, bitch, I'm all 3 inches in. You need to get a shallower... What?
Oh, no. Surely not 3 inches. I always picked you as a 1 millimeter defeater, bud.
Never heard that in my life. What in the hell was that?
I think that's a natural death on Pentagast sitting there. Oh. Oh, I'm so glad we joke about things like this and can still be friends. Poe, kill her when you have a chance.
Right? It'll be done.
No, please, sir, have mercy. I'm your favorite side quest co-host, remember, Poe?
Yeah, the last one that angered me ended up in a northern prison.
Yeah, but he's coming back, right?
Yeah! Yeah, he is. One day. When I let him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There's nothing in his contract that, he could leverage to get back into...
He's meeting all the 1 millimeter defeaters in prison right now. He's meeting them all.
All of them.
It was nice of Pentagast to use his alchemical genius to send Arcturus a gift for his time in prison. Soap on a rope is a rather ingenious, invention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder, why is that? I've actually never been to prison for as many years as I've been thieving. I am unfamiliar with why one would put soap on a rope.
So you don't drop it.
Yeah, and...
Just think about it for a minute and you'll get there. Tyrant Dracon gave 5 signals to say, hey, Magog, how is Rufus? Is he still tormenting you? No, Rufus has moved on to greater prey. It is on occasion that he flies by and says hello. And of course, we sometimes meet each other for slaughter ball matches. But other than that, Rufus Margvatha is a dragon of great importance in this day and age, and he's a busy, busy dragon. So he can't be bothered to all the time come by and burn my house down, force me to rebuild it over and over again.
Yes! You're
What?
back.
What?
He's back?
Yes.
He is.
He's alive again? Now I can
alive.
kill him with
Currently.
laughter once more?
No. How about you people die?
Oh,
Wait, do
damn
you
it.
have an attack?
His vengeance. Yes, Octane Junkie, right at the beginning, remember? Damn. That's okay. We shall be here.
Why?
We shall be back with a vengeance. What can I kill myself with? What do I got? I'm just gonna hit myself in the head with this horn. Oh, that. Ow.
Anyway, okay. That was a strange death. So, and it's caught me off guard. Well played. Well played. Even in death, still messing with me from beyond the grave. It's good. And without the aid of necromancy from Magog, it's good. I've never heard some of the phrases that have been uttered this evening. I've never heard in all of my time existing. I just want to say this has been quite entertaining. I hope all of you are doing well out there. I hope you're all entertained, and I lost my train of thought again. I'm sorry. I don't remember what I was supposed to... there were questions. I was supposed to ask them. They aren't coming to my mind, and this is the only time I'll get to ask them. Great. So, I just out of curiosity, has the director Arcturus been behaving himself out there? Has he been cordial? Has he been confrontational? I mean, he said something about the Dreadmore, which that piqued Magog's interest, but I wasn't quite. Did he address me at all? That out of curiosity, that I don't feel like going back and finding out, and was just curious if anyone had noticed him making any comments in my direction in general. I don't know why I'm so preoccupied with that. I don't really need Arcturus' approval or Arcturus' approval. There's just something wrong about them. But anyway, I've lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was supposed to ask you. And now they're back, and they know that I had questions, and I'm still talking, revealing more information, and I should be silent. But yes. I can't seem to do it.
Let us not forget real quick before this gets too heavy into it. JTRW dropped 2 signas in the chat to say, the floofing fluffer, rated R.
Yes.
Could you imagine like a fluffer wearing a neck floof? Like, we'll talk more after.
How would they get anything
done? Imagine it.
No, think about it. How would they get anything done?
Well, I think they could. I think there's quite a bit. I mean,
You think so?
it would definitely prevent them from having to wash from the neck down because it would catch everything.
Well, I know, but it's like two floofs existing in the same space, and wouldn't they just kind of cancel each other out and just warp and twist out of existence?
Wait, what would it be catching? What? Wait. What would it be catching? My God.
Gravy.
Yeah.
Not nut milk.
And nut milk.
Sure.
That's a really odd combination.
Baby gravy.
Splatter splatter.
Splooge.
Anyway, so you guys want to know what I scored from our last shenanigans?
Yes. hell was that?
No, if you ask him to clarify, he's gonna repeat it with the voice.
No. Okay, I'm staying on task. Tell us what you got.
Yes, we're all interested in this useless thing.
My haul that I received, that I asked for, actually, I was given.
I'm very concerned because I want to know what's getting added to our future retirement plans.
Jism.
No, not that.
I hope not.
So I asked for every single linen napkin in the next 50-mile radius. But in addition to that, every single spoon as well. And every single teapot lid.
Why?
Yes. Why?
It'll be hilarious when they go to eat soup and they don't have a spoon and they just have to slurp it out of the bowl. And then they have a soup mustache and it's dribbling all down their face. But oh no, they have no napkins to wash their faces with. And so then they have to use their like shirt, tunic, tablecloth, neck floof, or whatever. And then they'll just look absolutely ridiculous.
You're retarded, aren't you?
No. Can't you just like imagine in your head the thought of all that chaotic nonsense going on?
Yes, I can. It's absolute chaos and pandemonium.
Yes.
Yes, but you asked for cloth napkins, but you didn't get rid of all the cloth in the kingdom. They could
but
you didn't ask for towels. Like one time I was drinking soup from a bowl because I had lost my spoon, and I had like some soup mustache, so I went to the carriage for a towel, and I pulled the towel off, and the horse kicked back, right? And this barrel of weapons like fell off the back of the carriage, and some of the weapons like rolled down this fucking hill and it like went into the creek, and I went after them because we need our weapons for our our quests and stuff. And I'm pulling swords and axes and everything out of the river. And all of a sudden, a strong current kind of swept under my feet, and I slipped on some slippery stones, and I got really wet as I was traversed down the river to the very bottom. And there was like a little waterfall with like a branch from a tree sticking out of the waterfall, and I was just like right on my nuts, just right down on that branch for some reason.
What are the odds, indeed?
Yeah,
it's the first time.
Then,
never happened to me before.
Oh no, that's never happened before. No.
That's all that happened?
Yeah. But the point is, I went and got a towel. It doesn't have to be a napkin.
You know, I really should be writing these down. I should be. I should be chronicling this.
Do so on your own time. Magog, that is because you are uncultured, okay? Civilized people use napkins to wipe their face during the meal. They don't get up from the table with their face drenched and their beard soaked and go to wherever the linen closet is and retrieve a towel. No, they use their napkin like a civilized person.
Now, wait a minute.
Can you imagine if they can't do that? Then they just have wetness all over their face. They can't do anything about it, but...
What's stopping them from using a fork?
To eat soup?
South soup is rather thick.
Is it that thick?
Yeah, it's a lot like gravy, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they put a big biscuit at the bottom of it, so they it sops everything up, and they just kind of like huge chunk of bread or biscuit, depending on what region of Southos. But yeah, it's down at the bottom, and then they cover it, and it sops it all up. I mean, it's not uncommon for Southosian people to eat porridge or soup with a fork.
So then, why do they have spoons?
For other things besides soup.
Okay, so then they can't eat those things without the spoons. They have to scoop it up with their hands, like uncivilized people.
Oh, so you've inconvenienced all the cum eaters. Fluffers. I can't anymore. Can we go?
We have 5 more minutes. Can you hold out for 5 minutes?
I can't believe I set that joke up. I just... Oh. Ooh, I got nothing. I got nothing after that. That should have been where I ended it, even though it was early. What should we talk about for the last 5 minutes of this episode?
So what is the biscuit in the soup that soaks up all the soup? Like, what's it made out of?
Biscuit.
I don't...
You said there was a biscuit at the bottom of the soup that soaks it all up so that they don't have to eat it with a spoon and so like,
It's some
did
form...
I imagine this?
It's some form of bread.
Did I hallucinate that? It's just bread, just generic loaf that you put in.
I'm not a baker. I don't know what exactly constitutes the makings of a biscuit.
You don't know what that dough?
I'm assuming it's some sort of witchcraft. I mean, I just literally know nothing of cooking, so like it just magically appears. People know how to make it, but I sure shit don't.
Yeah. I mean, I cook. I can cook. Like, I tend to cook, mushrooms and meats.
Yeah.
And that's about pretty much it.
Tax collector
Well, yeah, that's meat.
This is rather.
No, I was saying that's about all I know how to cook.
Oh, well,
Do you have to cook those? Can't you just eat them raw?
The crystal is doing something very strange.
This is quite the face.
This is amazing. This is the most amazing thing to happen. It like froze on her O face. Like it's.
I still look good though. I mean, look at that smolder. Have you ever seen such a smolder,
It's
gentlemen?
just frozen on.
I don't know.
Like, wow.
Hello, gentlemen. What kind of bread do you eat with your soup?
It's just.
I can't look at the crystal anymore. I can't see that.
Pendergast, look
trying
into my eyes.
I'd really rather not right now.
I'm trying to describe what she looks like.
A fluffer.
I appreciate the slender.
Why did it get stuck on your face like that?
I don't know. OBS just decided to freeze, I guess.
Okay.